Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from Margate, Florida. And what do we have today? Well, we have two good products. You've seen one before and you've seen the other before, but you might not have seen both together. So that being said, before we get started, if you have questions, that is our telephone number. I know a lot of people like to send me texts online, asking a lot of technical questions. If you have some questions, better off just calling the store. It'll be easier for us to answer. That being said, come on over here, John. By the way, John, our general manager, is behind the camera. And what do we have here? Well, we have two very cool things. We got the brand new Ford Raptor Ranger. And as you know, we've done a lot of Raptor F-150s. And the Ranger is one of the newer additions to the Raptor. And I tell you, this is a good looking truck. I mean, it is sharp looking. I like the color. I like everything. The interior, I'm not going to be able to show you, but the interior of this truck is just as nice as the outside. And what we did? Well, you got a really tough truck. So this customer said, you know what? I got a tough truck. Can I have a tough cover? And then what we got in here? Well, the Undercover Armor Flex. Does that sound tough? Yes, it does. Armor Flex. And why is it tough? Well, this has the Line-X on top, and that makes it more scratch resistant, and it just protects it a lot better. And what I like about this particular product here is it is not a single piece of metal. A lot of covers are one piece of metal, and the problem is if you live in Florida, one piece of metal will conduct the heat right into the bed. So if you picked up your cold groceries, it'll heat them up very quickly. If you put golf clubs in there, the rubber on the handles could melt. So this is actually a 4-layer. What does that mean? Well, I got piece of metal, insulation between the metal, and then on top of that, they Line-X'd it. That's why it holds 400 pounds. That's right, 400 pounds evenly distributed. So it's going to be a super tough cover. It's going to hold a lot of weight. Looks good, matches the truck. So let's go into how it functions, and that's real important. It does make a difference if it looks good. Now, if you look here, hey, he's got a Line-X bed, and it matches his top. So a nice little combination between those two there. Okay, I see we get an Amazon driver in our video. Let's see. Let's swing around this way so he's not photobombing me as I'm working here. Okay, so we got the cover here. Now, there is a left and right release mechanism here, and that's really good if you're on the highway and you're pulling off to the side here, and you don't want to be on the side with all the traffic, so you get on this side, it's a little safer. So that's really convenient. Now, something I need to let you know, even though there's two release mechanisms, only pull one at a time. So if your significant other is trying to help you and she's pulling on the other side as you're pulling, that could actually damage a mechanism, so keep that in mind. So now, again, you can fold it here. Now, you can drive just the way you see here. Basically, there's got these little snaps here that locks it in place. And if you're going to be on the highway, you got to do both snaps. You know, you're going 70, 80 miles an hour. You don't want the wind catching this. And when you put them on, you snug them up nice. Now, when they're not in use, if you look over here, there's something that holds them in place. So it kind of, like it's slide, there we go, slide it in there so it doesn't hang down in the bed. So let's go ahead and now, of course, what is its claim to fame? Well, it's the third fold. And that's really good, again, if you're going to put something big in here. A lot of times people, when they get these small beds, it's only a 5-foot bed, they don't want to give up any space. He was actually going between this and a canister cover, and the canisters do eat up a little room in the bed. So he decided to go this way, so he didn't lose any room in the bed. So if he went to put maybe an all-terrain vehicle in the back here, or if you're just moving furniture, whatever it is, he has full access to the bed, and that's really nice. Now, if you look over here, you can see the drainage system, and I did not make a new hole. This is a factory hole. I just used a factory hole. I could have put a hole over there, but again, I hate putting more holes in the bed if I can avoid it. So using a factory hole I always find works better. Now, the Ranger does have one of the most unusual beds, and I'm going to go over a few differences on this truck versus some of the other trucks. So if you have a Ranger and you're going to put this cover on, if you look over here, see the hardware here? This actually, the bed rails will bolt directly into the bed. So they actually have it pre-made in there. And I actually like that. But if you're installing it, it's a little longer for the installation, so keep that in mind. Not super hard, but just keep in mind it's a little longer. And another thing is, Ford, man, you got a lot of holes in this bed. When I was in here, I was like, why do you have so many holes? Your bed is like Swiss cheese. So we actually clogged up as many as we can on here. But if you have a Ranger, if you're going to put a cover on, you might want to take into account that you might have to fill in some of the holes. I mean, it's not waterproof. None of the covers are waterproof, but it's a good water-resistant cover. For example, if you look here, speaking of the rails, this cover does have a drainage system. Now, a lot of people assume all the covers have it, but they don't. Only you know, a small portion put the drainage system. Why is that good? Well, you do have a nice seal here, but sometimes the water will get past that seal, and if you don't have a drain system, it just goes right in the bed. If you have a drain system, it catches it and drains it out for you. So that's going to be a lot better for you. Now, this being one of the newer models, by the way, the release mechanism is quite easy to use. You got a little clip right here, locks in here. And by the way, I might as well go over the warranty. It does come with a 5-year manufacturer warranty. Now, we installed it for this customer, right? And why is that good? Well, we're going to double that warranty. Well, technically, it's through Real Truck because we're an authorized Real Truck dealer, by the way. And we're going to be able to double his warranty. So he's going to have a 10-year warranty once he leaves here on all the parts. Now, the labor is covered for 1 year from us, which is better than most of the my local competitors. So we cover the labor. They're going to cover the parts in 10 years. Damn, that's really good. Again, you can close the tailgate this way, or you can open this up and close it like that. So either way works pretty good. The way this seal is set up, I actually kind of prefer closing the tailgate first. So if you have the Ranger, I know they say you can do either or. My preference, close the tailgate, then the cover. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is a review of the Undercover Armor Flex on a brand new Ford Ranger Raptor. And before I forget, like and subscribe. You get to see all these great videos, and you stay up to date with everything. Again, thank you so much for watching our video.